Hey guys, it's Jozy here with another video. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to get straight into this one today. So today I'm going to be talking to you via the system that we use to add an extra 50,000 to 100,000 MRR for our clients. And this system will kind of comprise of the ICP and the offer, outbound and inbound, the actions, the platforms that we use, and VSL and landing page, and essentially hot appointments really. Now let's get straight into kind of this system. So starting off with the ICP and the offer. Now talking about the ICP, the main thing that we've really realized is that the first thing is sub-niching. So going broad first to see what the market likes and what is your market in terms of, like, let's say agencies, or let's say e-commerce for example, going to like fashion, supplements, furniture, going to in terms of like all of these essential sub niches, and then going deeper. So for example, fashion. So let's say we go fashion, then we go men's fashion, then we go men's suit fashion, and then we go men's smart shoes. So you see how specific we are with our targeting, and this is related then back to the offer, because it actually makes you stand out against all of your competitors, as you are positioning yourself as someone that only focuses on that sub niche, which then makes them feel like you're the go-to person to solve their problems. Okay, and then once that's kind of done, we also want to make sure that who we're targeting also has money, who also is cash flowing. So a good way to do that is looking via employee size, to understand, of course, if you're going for a company that has a lot of employees that are generating a lot of cash usually. And then that relates back to the offer, is what you actually present to them, what it's in it for them. And what I found is, in terms of the offer, is using key buzzwords. For agencies, it's like sales calls, clients. For SaaS, like sign-ups. For e-commerce, is more of like conversion rates, revenue, talking about key buzzwords that kind of get that monkey brain kind of going in your prospect's mind. And in terms of like the offer in the ICP, what I found is that it changes over time, and it gets more kind of clear, it has more clarity over time, as long as you keep iterating and using feedback loops to iterate and change that offer. Okay, and then we can go on to outbound. So once you kind of get your offer and ICP kind of based down the first version, we can start doing some outbound. And now the outbound is so crucial, because the first phase of outbound is the testing phase, and that's to see what really sticks to your target market. And in this phase, we're going to be changing a lot of things, such as even the ICP, the offer, depending on the feedback loops we get from the market. And the biggest tip I can really kind of push to you as much as possible is using case studies and being as short and sweet as possible with your offer. Okay, now if you don't have case studies, what we have done with one of my friends, I've kind of told him about this method, and he used it just to sign his first client last week, is actually going and finding the biggest kind of sharks in that niche and saying this is similar methods that they've used to increase their yearly revenue by 10-20% last year, which then is not saying that you worked with them, but you're saying that they use the exact same system. And in order to find out it's true that they use the system, a good thing that we've done is like find out if they had like BDRs or kind of business development reps or sales reps, and asking them questions like, what do you guys use on a day-to-day basis? And if it sounds similar, for example, for us it'll be email. If we know they use email, then we know that they use a similar kind of process that we do to generate more business. And then you can leverage off the process, not actually you using them as case studies, if that makes sense. Okay, and another thing with outbound, volume is key. So what we suggest is get up to a point that you can send over 300 actions. So that's whether it be email, LinkedIn messages, SMS, Facebook per day, and you can start with 50. But then after, you should be looking to implement more labor, such as VAs or more softwares, or essentially more accounts, so you can get up to that 300 level. And at that 300 level, that's when we can start seeing some rapid growth. Okay, and in terms of like the platforms, email, LinkedIn, and SMS. Email, I would say, is my favorite one. Of course, I use that every single day. LinkedIn comes second, then SMS and Facebook are kind of parred. The thing about SMS, you really want to make sure you're reading the laws before you get into that, because there is in some countries, it is a bit kind of taboo to use SMS for kind of outbound marketing, but that's something that you should do your own research about before actually taking that on forward. and then inbound. Now, inbound, I've changed my mind about inbound, and now I think it's one of the, if not one of the most crucial things that you can be doing in your day-to-day activities, because everyone is doing outbound. Everyone is sending out messages, everyone is sending out emails, but next to no one is actually putting valuable content and being consistent with the content. And that what actually makes you stand apart. And when your prospects go on a search for you, you can literally pre-warm them, handle all the objections before they jump on a call with you. Okay, so what I suggest with outbound, with inbound, I suggest building an inbound kind of machine that allows you to post 1 to 2 times per day in the following platforms. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. You want to be posting roughly 1 to 2 times per day and giving a lot of value, like all of the secrets, you want to be giving them away. And then also, if you want to like take this even further, you can then get people to sign up to your newsletter, to your email list, and then nurture them via that. And now, once this system is running, you're then going to be, of course, having sales calls, having clients, some case studies. And what we want to be doing is having all of these compiled into our landing page and our VSL. So the landing page just consists of your video sales letter, your systems, your case studies, and of course, how people can get in touch with you, so your Calendly link. Now, with the landing page, I want to stress this out to you, that your landing page you're going to be making has versions. So the first version is V1, then V2, then V3, then V4. And what you'll be doing is compiling case studies into this, going to be compiling, of course, systems, going to be compiling client results all into this landing page, which does all the selling for you before your prospect jumps on the call with you. And in terms of VSL, like the VSL, you want to do like a loom like this, walking through systems, making sure that the systems that you use, you kind of sell it off as much as possible to the prospect. And then once you've kind of get all of this kind of when you get all the systems set up, you then want to be looking at creating delegation and actually delegating all these systems to VAs. Because as a business owner, it's so easy to get trapped into here and not having a bird's eye view of what everything is going. So once these systems are all set up, we'll then be looking to get VAs involved and actually delegating this work to someone else, so that you as a business owner can focus on higher leverage activities. Okay, and this is kind of the system that we use. You can literally take the system and implement it to your own business. But if you need help, like walking through kind of the system and implementing and making sure everything goes right, we do have more of like a partnerships agency program, where of course we work with established marketing agencies that are doing over 10 to 20,000 plus per month. And our goal is to add an extra 50 to 100,000 kind of in MRR in the next 3 to 6 months. And if you are interested in kind of jumping on this or finding out a bit more about how we do it, there is a link in the description to jump into a call with myself or my partner or any of our members in our team. And you can of course feel free to schedule a call down below. But hopefully this kind of helped you in terms of getting a grasp on the whole acquisition system. It's like, it doesn't sound that sexy, sounds pretty boring to be fair, but something that works. Like we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, we're trying to place something that already works into your business and doing it better, doing it with more volume and building a system around it. So yeah, hopefully you like this video. If you want any more, just hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share it, do the things to help out the channel grow. And yeah, other than that, take care, and I hope you have a nice rest of the day. Take care.